Hello, this is Marcus Guiliano from Aroma Thyme Bistro. And everybody knows that I'm a nutrition nut. And I make green smoothies all the time. Everybody keeps asking me, Marcus, what do you do? How are you doing it? How can I make a green smoothie like you? You're so full of energy, you run a lot, and you work all the time, and you keep going and going and going. So I'm going to show you how I make my green smoothie. Your green smoothie can vary easily, but this is the basics. I take an avocado, skin off, I leave the pit intact. Yes, the pit is intact, so we're going to blend the pit in the Vita-Mix. I take some kind of sprout. Sunflower sprouts are my favorite. You can get broccoli sprouts. Good handful of spinach. I love spinach. It blends up so easily. It just disintegrates right in that Vita-Mix. I also add other greens. If you can mix in arugula or kale or anything, I'm going to add a good handful of parsley in today. A lot of parsley, a lot of good properties of parsley. I always add mint because mint helps with the flavor. Mint is a good flavor, high in calcium, works very good. Cucumbers, love cucumbers. This is going to get a lot of water out of these when we blend these. That's going to help build the base of the smoothie. Of course, our base is going to start with coconut water and the coconut flesh. Two added things that I add into it are going to be maca, M-A-C-A, from the Peruvian mountains, some maca powder, and I've been adding in some Shilajit powder from India, very high adaptogen, immune builder, an incredible, I don't know how you classify this. They classify it as an herb, as a rock excretion, as some kind of million-year-old excretion that comes out of the rocks. So that is the basics of my ingredients. I do keep a little ice on reserve in case we want to chill it down a little bit, and I always keep some ionized water on hand in case we don't get enough water out of our coconut. So I probably use about 1 cup of ionized water, probably the majority of this ice I'm going to use. So, to the smoothie. Since we have an avocado pit, we're going to add that in first, the avocado and the avocado pit. That's the first thing we're going to do. We're going to take the water, and I scraped the coconut inside before. If you get a large enough hole in the top of your coconut, instead of cutting a little tiny hole in, you can actually fit a spoon in and scrape all the jelly out of there. That's the key to scraping the jelly out, is getting a large enough circumference on your hole. If not, you turn it over and give it some chops. Look at one of my other YouTube posts and I'll show you the easy way to crack a coconut. Here's the top. I've already taken the flesh off. So we're going to start with that. We're going to blend that pit up really good. I'm going to keep it on high. So that pit's pretty much pulverized in there. Now, of course, we're going to need some more water, so I'm definitely going to add a little more water to that, at least about a little more than half of that. We're going to start adding the spinach right to it. Basically, everything's a free-for-all at this point. It's all going to go in. Definitely like to put my mint in the very, very last. So as you can see, this blender is pretty full. It's packed. As we blend, we're going to create more room. Created a lot more room just now. Parsley is going to go in next. Now's a good time to add the maca, the Shilajit. If you have a protein powder, you can add a protein powder to it at this point. And we're definitely going to need some more water because it's kind of thick in there. Let's add the ice in. I have one ingredient that I did not mention. I like to add 1 stevia packet, which is a sweetener. In the summertime, I have fresh stevia growing in the garden here in New York. I've been very lucky with stevia. I get them about 6 feet tall every year. And they basically grow like a weed as long as it's warm out. basically it. That's a green smoothie. I make these for breakfast. As you can see, I have 64 full ounces here, which is a half gallon. This will last me all day. In fact, if I don't get to drink it today, it's still good tomorrow. So that's the neat thing about this. If you want, you can start with fruits and veggies. I don't do any fruit in here, except for, which, you know, consider a fruit like an avocado. But really, those are high alkaline, typically green veggies. But if you want to start basic, you start with 1 cup of water, or coconut water, 1 apple, and then you add as much greens as you can possibly handle to put into it. So 1 cup of water for basics, for starters. 1 cup of water, or coconut water. 1 cup, or 1 apple, 1 whole apple, throw it in there. You can add an avocado, you can skip the avocado. Just experiment. You'll decide what you like yourself. And then put a little parsley, put a little spinach, put a little mint, blend it up. You want to get it to where you're comfortable drinking it. And as you notice, the more greens you add, the more greens you're going to start craving. When I originally started this, I did an apple in it. Without a week later, I had no fruit going in it whatsoever. And a couple months later, I started throwing the avocado pits in, and it just was this is a progression. The more your body becomes in tune with food, the more you're going to crave things like this. This is going to be wonderful today. This is delicious. So, if you have any questions, log on to my website, email me, send me any questions, and I'm looking for some feedback. Thanks.